Hey guys, SuperCoach Guide here, and we are back after round one that was to forget. Let's be honest. We're glad we've forgotten about that. That's out of the way. We've done that, been there, done that. But we're back from the trenches, and we're gonna get right into it. So remember to like. So 20 likes on this video, um, and yeah, subscribe as well. So 2,101. This could have been higher, but we definitely take it. We definitely take it. Top 2%. That's what we love to see. Went from a 46 rank upgrade. So we were 65,000, I believe, and now we're at 18,000. This is this is beautiful. This is beautiful. We love to see this, and we're going to keep going up from here. I have faith. So we're going to go into the team value. Look, that is now up, which looks amazing. And yeah, let's get into it. So I want to start just talking about what I did um, when I heard that Marty Hall was the sub. So Marty Hall was confirmed sub. Lucky me, had 320K in the bank. So I just went hoarded D'Ambrosio really quickly. I was going to the game. I remember texted someone, said, "Oh, can't wait for old Marty Hall 120." They go, "Oh, mate, he's the sub." So I had to do something quickly. It was about 20 minutes before the game. So I quickly did Marty Hall to D'Ambrosio, and what a trade that was. Because we saw Hall only got the 12. Um, so yeah, we'll get into it. So Nick Dacos as my VC. Oh, Nicky boy. That's just poor. That 54. That I think that's the worst game of his career. Yes, you could say the Hawthorn game where he got injured and got tagged was, but no, this was worse. This was his disposal efficiency was off. Still had ability to find the ball. He still had 22 touches, but it just wasn't on. Harry Sheasel, oh, good man. 113. That's what we want from him. We want those 110s to 120s. If he could average 110 this year, that would just be absolutely massive. Hayden Young, yeah, you're gone. You're getting the sack. That is a terrible score. Terrible score. Oh, I can't believe it. And he was the lowest player in my best 22. Sorry, best 18. So Dagos didn't make it. Hayden Young made it though. So it's just shocking. These are rookie numbers. 66 average. Yeah, he's got to go. He has to go. D'Ambrosio, good boy. I was getting a bit worried at half time. He was on 35, and I was there watching the game. And you watch it, and you're like, he's just on the other side of the ground to where the ball is most of the time, and that's just what happens when you're a winger. So there's going to be games in there where he might score the odd 60, 70. So I don't know, just get ready for that. But it's still a great pickup. And he's gonna fly up in price. People that don't have him have to get him in, and that's just amazing. Howe's 68, so he's already made what 70K. That's what we want to see with a break even of -22. That is amazing. That is great. Nick Caulfield, look, he got injured. Can't do much about that. Lucky it was best 18 this week. I tell you what, because some people would have probably had Nick Caulfield on the bench, potentially. But yeah, a score of 3 isn't the best, but I don't know what injury he's actually done. I didn't really watch the first quarter that heavily. So if you guys want to put in the comments, that'd be amazing. But I'll probably search it up after this anyway. Bont, very good, my king. Bont he played very well considering he got injured like twice throughout the game. It was ridiculous, and then he came back on in the third quarter and got like 3 clanger kicks in the first 5-10 minutes. So his scoring started to go backwards, and then he just turned the Jets on. So, yeah, good boy, Bont. That's what we want to see. Then Tom Green, I mean, good captain score. That's what we want from our captain. Yes, I could have captained others in this team, and it would have looked a lot better, my score. But you know what? We definitely take a 137 captain. I think that's 2 weeks in a row we've got a good captain score, as I'm sure probably most people have by now, because these midfield scores are just getting outrageous at the moment. Zach Butters, 175. Oh my goodness. His third quarter, oh my God. I was in shock. I was like, oh, why did I pick Zach Butters? And every time I'm going to question myself on that, I'm going to go back and watch that third quarter. That was amazing. Jackie Boy Steele. Oh nah, he's the real MVP of this team. What a pick. What a pick. I reckon he's a better pick than Took. Took's obviously got the bye. So Jack Steele, just back it up with more 120s, please. This would be amazing. What's his break even actually? 61. Oh my goodness gracious me. Sammy Flanders, good. He got the ton. We were a bit worried at one stage. I think he started playing a bit of forward at some point. Didn't have a tackle for the whole game until the fourth quarter. Oh, sorry, I had to sneeze. um, where's the bloke? Where's the bloke that last year was just commenting on every videos in a row that I haven't sneezed on? Because last year I reckon I sneezed on 50% of my videos. It was ridiculous. But it wasn't as bad because we didn't have the face cam then. And then let's get into the three amigos, I like to call them. Roberts, McKercher, Sanders. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I emergency sharp. I saw that game and I was like, nah, we can do better than that. It's best 18 this week. Take a risk. Why don't you? And we got 390 plus scores. That's just insane from rookies. And then what's their break evens? -35, -68, -37. And Sanders will probably go up again next week. You could only imagine after a 43 last week. So very glad we got these three. I know people that don't have McKercher, don't have Roberts, all this stuff. And all I can say is just get him in now. You just have to. It's a non-negotiable. I guess Roberts maybe not. But the other two, get him in. The ruck in the we got Sharp and Clark on the bench. I'm just gonna hold those two. I think Sharp's playing at Optus against Adelaide, so pretty good ground for wingers. What it seems to be anyway. And then Clark, no danger now, so yeah, I'm getting Clark in. I'm keeping Clark in my side, 100%. He's only going to improve from that 13 that he got last week. And now the rucks. So Gorn Grundy. I'm just going to hold these two for the next 2 weeks. I know people are thinking about trading Grundy. I don't see that as the play. He's got Nanku. He's got a very good history against, and West Coast next week against BJ Williams. So yeah, just lock those in. I wouldn't be trading Grundy. He's had a tough ruck. He's had the last 2 games have been very tough for him. He's come up against 2 dual rucks. That's just difficult. Anyway, forwards. Luke Jackson, 178. I'm so glad I started this man. I am so glad I started. What's his break even? 19. Oh my goodness. This is amazing. I'm so glad I started him now. Last week I was like, oh, I wish I started Heaney. Now I'm thinking, nah, Luke Jackson is the ticket. But anyway, he's like 42% owned. But in our Discord, in the FTTV Discord, it's a lot lower than that. It's like, I don't know, it might be like 15, 20%. So yeah, it's always good to get a Luke Jackson 178. I reckon that's his highest score ever. Has to be. Um, Heaney 128. Yeah, just keep going. Just keep going. Who's he got this? He's got Richmond this week. Oh, that's just ridiculous. I might captain him. I might actually captain him this week. That is insane. And then we got James Jordan, 88. He just keeps getting in the 80s, and that's what we want. That's exactly what we want. Break even of 9. Oh, this is good. This is good by James. Yeah, if he gets a 77, he goes up 30k, 30k, 31k. So, oh, yeah, that is amazing. Billings, look, I traded him in for Fisher. I don't regret it. I don't regret it. I know Fisher played well. I watched the game. I saw how he played. He played well. He's hitting all his kicks, which I was amazed at. Negative 34 break even still for Billings. So that's still elite. I'd say, do you have to bring him in? Probably not. I think D'Ambrosio is your priority, and then think about Billings. But there's a lot of players you need to bring in this week, so he might not come in for a lot of sides. Harley Reid, 63. That's all right. It's kind of expected against GWS. Mind you, I thought he played better than last week. I did think he played better than last week. Alex Sexton, 47, went forward for like a quarter, and I was like, what is going on? And then back in the fourth quarter late, he went back to the back line. But I think he might have to go because I'm looking at my team. There's not many players that are required to leave. And I think Sexton has to go this week. I need to get the cash. And you'll see my potential trades. And I think it just works out perfectly with getting Horta Ambrosio and then these two trades I'm about to make. It just works out perfectly. Cadman, 194,000 he's at now. He's got a 90 in his system. This is great. Wish I'd fielded him, but yeah, negative 52 break even. This is great. He's gonna easily make the 150k because he'll have his 90 in his system for the next week as well. He's got the bye this week, and then he plays 4. And then he plays Gold Coast, which is probably a hard matchup. And then he plays Saints. So not the best matchups coming up, but if he can kick a couple goals in each of them, it should be all right. Darcy Wilson, 59. Yeah, that's a good score. That's all right. I feel like this could be a little bit of a slow burn, potentially. But we know you can have those spike games. And his break even's still negative 51. Like, nothing to worry about at all. He's got is it a 65 and a 59? So, yeah, nothing to worry about. All right. Trades. So we've gone through the team that has got me back to 18k rank. And we're not dropping from there. I've decided we're not dropping. We are not going lower than 18k. We're just going to keep going up. And these are the trades I'm going to make. So knowing Hayden Young, we thought if we trade him out, he'd get a 120 this week. And I think he's going to get a 120 next week. No, sorry, this week. But no, he is gone. We are getting in. Probably the potential D1 this year, and that's Luke Ryan. He is going berserk. He had a 95% disposal efficiency the other day, just chip kicks, long down the line type stuff. Yeah, he's in. So I'm not going to complete that trade, but the team just looks that much better with Luke Ryan in. Like, I would have got 65 more points if I had Luke Ryan over Young. That's just ridiculous. And then I think Alex Sexton has to go. I know he's still got a good break even, but he's got the bye and -6. If he starts playing a bit more forward, oh boy. And he's every chance to be the sub the week after as well, or come off for the little Ratkins. Anyway, Sexton, and then we've just got perfect, the perfect amount of money to go Will Powell. Oh, sorry, Tom Powell. Will Powell. Um, so if we complete those trades, just the team looks so much better. And Will. Sorry, I keep nearly saying Will Powell. Tom Powell has a -47 break even at 320k. He's got a 95 and a 130. That's just insane. I think we're going to skip on Dempsey. As much as I don't want to, I can't really see an avenue to get him now with only 700 buckaroonies in the bank. So I think our forward line looks really good now. And remember, we've got Flanders. You put Flanders in there, and Billings is your F6. So that's good, all well and good. We're obviously going to need to start upgrading these lines. The forwards, I think we're just going to sit on for a while. These guys are going to make bank. Reed's going to make a bit of bank. -24 break even. Yeah, he's going to make a bit of bank. Hopefully, he can make a 150k for us. And then, yeah, I'm sticking fat with Grundy. The only thing I could see happening is Grundy to who's 490k. There's some player that's 490k, like to like a Wanganeen Malia or a Crouch. Like that's the only thing I could see happening, and we could do it because we can just put Jackson in the ruck line. But is it worth using a boost? I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I'm just praying for a Crouch downfall. But yeah, we've used 5 trades. I think that's good. If we just, I don't want to click optimize. Actually, it's going to mess it all up. It's going to put Flanders in the forward line and stuff. So we'll just put Carroll, Sharp on, and then this is all good. So yeah, we're going to loop Wilson with Reed and Cameron. We're going to do that stuff, and then we're going to do um, and then we're going to do Clark or Sharp, or Sharp probably. Whoever scores better out of Sharp and Clark probably gets a spot in there. Yeah, let's just fix all this stuff up. If I had to think of a vice captain on the spot, I think I'll get him on. So the back rookies are looking bad, and I'm not going to use a boost to change one because I don't think there's any players right now that are going to make 150k. Maybe Toby Pink, but is it worth using a boost to get him in? I don't think so. So yeah, I think the team's looking really good. Actually, I'm very happy with it, and I think we're just going to go. We're just going to keep going up from here. Obviously, it hurts not having a Sarong, but we'll find a way to get him in at some point. He'll have a floor game at some point, and yeah. So well, let's just have a look. What's Sarong's lowest score? Ooh, what was his lowest score last year? 2023. Gee, he didn't really have any bad games. Did he? 70 was the lowest, so we're just gonna hope he gets a 70 at some point and then get him in. I don't think we can get him in this week. It's just not possible. All our mids are performing. But yeah, anyway, that's the video, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. We're in the hat today because my hair's outrageous this morning. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Oh, actually, vice captain. We're gonna vice captain Dacos again. I have faith he's bouncing back, and we are gonna captain the Bond at Marvel. Yeah, I think that looks good. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. Have a good one and cheers.